Okay, welcome back to the Recycled Cottage and Garden. Take two for L in the ABCs of personal growth. I'm not sure why, but I keep getting glitches in this, so I'm going to try and keep these fairly short. Okay, today is all about learn. Never ever stop learning. It keeps your brain functioning and will make you a happier person in the long run. You grow with every new tiny bit of information that you take in. And whether you put it to use or not, you're learning and you're growing. So let's keep learning. Um, there are many ways to learn. You can go out and learn how to do something physical that you've never done before. You can go and learn how to do a new craft. Right now, I'm learning how to cook things here at 7,703 feet up in the air when I'm used to living at near sea level. That's a challenge, but I'm learning. And if you have one of those kind of challenges, let me tell you this. If you are not used to cooking at a high elevation, go to the King Arthur Flour website. They have one page that is full of the information on how to do baking, and it's fabulous and it works. It is set up by uh, elevation increments so that you can find out exactly how much of what to add or take away of your ingredients so that you can continue to make things like uh, cakes and breads and so forth. Because let me tell you, just doing it the old fashioned way doesn't work here. It takes, okay, something as simple as cooking dry beans. Simple. If you've ever cooked dry beans, you know how simple that is. You got your beans, you got your water, you may have some meat that you throw in there with it, and seasonings. Okay? It's easy. A couple hours later, you got a pot of beans. Not here. I've soaked them for 2 days, which they really didn't look any different than when I put them in. And then I cooked them for hours the first day. They were not done, they were inedible. Put them in the refrigerator overnight, took them back out the fourth day of working on these. Took them back out of the refrigerator, put them back on to cook pretty much all day. And that night, they were edible. So it's a challenge, but I'm learning. Um, how else do you learn? You learn by doing. Learn a new craft that you might be interested in. Go look at some YouTube videos. There's a good place to start for anything you're interested in because there are videos, I think, on everything under the sun that you could possibly want to know how to do. And you're going to see different ways of doing it depending on who's made the video. Um, and if you're one of those people that is not active because maybe you're an older person, then videos are a good thing to do. You can sit in your chair and watch them. If you want to just sit there and watch TV, that's fine. I would highly suggest that at some point every day, watch at least one thing that's going to teach you something. And I'm not necessarily talking about the news because there's a lot of bad news out there. And that seems to be what they focus on. And that's not good for us as a steady diet. My personal opinion and the opinions of some other people that I've heard. Um, but, try PBS. I don't know if you have BBC America, some of those programs that are a little more documentary ish. They produce some really fine work on BBC as far as that kind of stuff goes. Um, Go to a museum. I don't care if it's an art museum, a history museum, a kids museum, doesn't matter. Go. If you got one around, if it's free, low cost, you can afford it, whatever, go. You're going to find something interesting to look at. You're going to stimulate your brain, and it's going to take in and it's going to learn. Um, Music, listening to music, listening to singing, listening to uh, someone read a book on YouTube. I don't know if there's other places, but I know on YouTube there are channels where they read books. You know, if you a lot of people like the books on tape kind of thing, and you're learning. Even if it's a novel, you're going to learn something. You're at least keeping everything stimulated. Let me adjust this just a little. There we go. Trying to keep the glare off my glasses without having to bend down like that. um, so try something new. Read things, watch things, try some new craft. Um, I have some that I'm going to be working on this year. Um, and don't worry about failing, because even if you fail at something, and I don't really like that word much, let's put it this way: if you make mistakes, you're learning from your mistakes. So don't worry about it. Just keep moving. Um, Go forward with it. Learning is a lifelong experience. You don't ever stop. You just don't. And I don't care if, it's a child that is now a full grown adult and they've had autism and they don't speak. Doesn't mean they're not learning. There's something in there still working. We may not know what it is, but that child does. Or that adult that's, you know, seems to be still a child. There's something in there. There's someone in there. And their brain is still functioning. Don't know at what level, but it's still functioning. If you got somebody that's in a coma, go and talk to them. Read to them. Talk to them. Sing to them. Play music on the radio or whatever. I have read I don't know how many stories of someone who finally, after long periods of time, maybe not months, but maybe years, came out of a coma and was able to tell the person that had been there for them that they heard them, they listened to them. They couldn't respond, but they could hear it. So there you go. You know, the brain, I don't, and until it's literally brain dead, I don't think it ever stops learning. There's something in there still functioning. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep this short so it doesn't get glitchy on me. I'm not sure why this Chromebook's doing this. Maybe it just doesn't like long videos. I don't know. But I'm going to stop right now and wish you a good day and try and get some more put out for today, so that I have them lined up for a few days running, and keep it going. So, happy Learn Day. And stop by again. If you're interested in this series, go ahead and check out my channel and see the previous ones. And what we're going to be going A through Z. So we've got quite a ways to go yet. We're about halfway there. Um, like like the video if you did like it. Share it if you want to. Subscribe if you'd like to. Normally, most of my videos are going to be on crafty things. Not always, but most of the time it'll be on crafty things or possibly cooking things. Um, we'll see how that goes. I normally have to wait until there's nobody else here to make videos so that I'm not interrupted and there's no other weird noises going on. Makes it much easier in a one-bedroom apartment. So, there you are. Um, I will see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by.